Hello friends, I am Dr. Aditi Bhatnagar. I am a homeopathic physician and a lifestyle management consultant. Today in We Spotlight, that is Woman Energizer Spotlight, I am going to share with you some facts about homeopathy so that the next time you visit a homeopath for treatment or you sort of receive a message or you see some query on the Facebook and you see so many people answering what to take, what to do with homeopathy, I'm sure you will be in a better position to understand what exactly you need to do. First of all, I want to say a big thanks to Manjinder because I'm a very proud V member. I'm extremely proud to be associated with this group, and Manjinder has managed to, have this wonderful cohesive group where every woman entrepreneur. Hi Manjinder, I was just talking about you. I was actually telling you how wonderfully you've managed to build this cohesive group where every member is standing on the platform of I grow, you grow, and we all grow. So you can say we means all of us or the entire group of women energizers. So today I want to actually take up this opportunity to talk about what exactly homeopathy is, because I'm sure being in India or being born in India, we have all been exposed to homeopathy. Either we've been taking homeopathy because our parents believed it, they wanted us to be on safer medicines, or we have seen some or the other family member or our neighbors taking homeopathy. And sometimes we ourselves, as we grow up, we try to find out so many ways so that we can give safe medicines to our children. And I think homeopathy, we all would agree on this point that we all know that it is safe and it's very good for children. So most of us are very, very aware of what homeopathy is. Oh, thank you so much, Manjinder. So today I want to actually talk about how homeopathy started and what are its principles, because once you know how it works or how it was discovered, who discovered it, we all will come to know should we go to a homeopath or simply read up some book and pick up a remedy, or call up some uncle or auntie who've been delving into books and take advice. So it's a very young science. I think 1810 was the first paper of homeopathy which was published in Germany. So it's pretty young that way. Okay. Hi Surbhi. Yes, Surbhi, I'll be talking about Camphora 1M, but before I even answer about Camphora 1M, if you try and understand the history of homeopathy and the principle on which it works, I'm sure your question will just disappear. So just hold on a bit, you will know. So homeopathy was discovered by Samuel Hahnemann, and the interesting part is Dr. Samuel Hahnemann was himself an allopathic physician, a very well-trained allopathic physician in Germany. But over some time, over a period of time, he got very disheartened by the way he was treating, and he felt that allopathy is not treating the root cause of the disease, and so it is just suppressing the disease and it is not curing it. So he got so disillusioned that he abandoned his practice. Yes, he abandoned his allopathic practice and he simply resorted to translating science and research books. So he was researching a lot of books, and in that research he kind of chanced upon William Cullen's Materia Medica. It's a book in which it was written that cinchona, which is the bark of the Peruvian bark, if you give cinchona to someone, it can help cure malaria or malaria-like symptoms. And the interesting part was, in that book it was also written that if you give cinchona to any healthy person, it will create the symptoms, it will create malaria-like symptoms in that healthy person. And this got Dr. Samuel Hahnemann thinking as to if cinchona can cure malaria-like symptoms or malaria symptoms in a sick individual, and it is saying that it can also create. So let me try. So he himself tried it, right? So he himself tried this cinchona, and he found that he definitely got these malaria-like symptoms, and that is what set him thinking. He thought that if a drug, if it can cure a certain set of symptoms, it should also be able to kind of generate them. And that is the first principle. Surbhi, here is your answer if you think carefully. Manjinder, same with you. You wanted to know about arsenic, which is very widely promoted. Hi Seep, you've joined at the right time. So here is your answer, Surbhi and Manjinder, both of you. Just imagine if you're going to give camphora and in such a high potency of 1 m, right, or in any potency, imagine it can create a certain set of symptoms. Hi Sonia, hi Sonam, yes, hi Neha. So if you will give arsenic or camphora or any other drug, Nux vomica, China, there are so many carbo-veg which people have commonly. So if the person is not having any of the symptom, but that person has this medicine, what will happen? Hi Gran. Yes, how to generate immunity for my 5-year-old. I am just coming to that. Let me just finish this. It's extremely important, Gran. I'm sure you must have also received a lot of forwards. Have camphora, have arsenic, right? So I'm just finishing with that. So if we give any medicine of homeopathy to a healthy person who does not have that symptom. So let us take the example of arsenic. Arsenic is a very common medicine which is given for cough and cold, where there is sneezing and allergic reaction, slight change of temperature and the person starts sneezing or they have watery eyes, and also we give arsenic. But then it's not only that. Homeopathy is a very holistic system. So we also consider a lot of other symptoms. Now, if you are saying give arsenic as a preventive, you are giving this arsenic to a healthy human being who does not have these symptoms right now. So what will happen? On continuous taking of that medicine, this medicine has the power to generate those symptoms. So now this healthy human being is going to start showing those symptoms. And what will happen? We all are going to get stressed. Oh my God, I have given a preventive also and still this person is sneezing, still this person is having watery eyes, there is an allergic reaction, the person is coughing. And let me tell you that homeopathy has a lot of mental symptoms. It also relies on your psychological makeup. Yeah. Hi Neha, good to see you here. So in arsenic, I'll tell you the symptom, the classical symptom that we look for is that the patient is mentally so restless that he wants that he should be taken immediately to a doctor. He feels that he will die if he's not taken to the right doctor and he doesn't get the treatment. So imagine you give arsenic to a person, he starts having this allergic reaction, and at the same time there is mental and physical restlessness. So what are we doing it? So okay, I understand homeopathy is safe. But safe does not mean that it will not cause any medicinal symptom. As a homeopath, I can understand that that person is having a medicinal symptom, but for a layman, that person will totally get paranoid and will run to a doctor, and the doctor will put him on so many antibiotics or so many medicines, and so on. Somebody, sorry for that. I'm doing this live from my mobile, so this was a disturbance. I'm sorry. So the next time you get any forward for anything, please do not do it. Please visit a homeopath. Call up your homeopath friend. I'm sure they will be more than welcome to tell you, if they should be taking or not. Hi Prachi, thank you. So as I said, the first principle of homeopathy, that is like cures like, or similia similibus curantur. That is one of the most primary and the fundamental rule. And so now you can yourself think, if you want to give camphora, you want to give arsenic, because homeopathy says that if a medicine can cure a particular set of symptoms in a sick individual, it can generate that set of symptoms in a healthy individual. So don't you think it's risky? Don't you think you're unnecessarily playing with the immune system of the person? Yeah? Yes, Manjinder, it is interesting. Hey Prachi, thank you so much. I'm looking as fresh as a daisy. Of course, I had to meet you all, right? So I was telling, the whole, whoever is listening on this FB Live that, we are on a very wonderful platform. Like you grow, I grow, and we all grow together. So I think you glow, I glow, and we all glow together. Hi Preeti Nandwani. So coming to your question, Gran, you wanted to build up immunity for your 6-year-old child. I would say that the first slab of immunity for a child comes at the age of 5. So I'm sure you would have found her a little more stable than what she was. So the basic immunity builders, if you want to go, first of all, we need a whole symptomatology of the child. What is the child prone to? But Having said that, since this is a forum where we are talking of immunity building, there are certain homeopathic biochemic remedies. Now please understand, bio combinations are very interesting remedies. Interesting in the sense they are all combinations of various body salts. You must, hi Neetaji, I feel so blessed that you're here. Yeah. So, bio combinations are mixtures of body salts. Now, what do we mean by body salts? We are all aware that in our body we have potassium, sodium, iron, so many salts, and these bio combinations in homeopathy, they are a combination of all these salts only. Whenever there is a disturbance in this salt water balance across the membranes in our body, a symptom is generated. Yeah. Surbhi, I'm glad that your doubt has been cleared, and I definitely wish and I want you to spread this word around, to go to a homeopath rather than simply pop it up because it's there. No, it's not like that. Yeah, yes, Sonia. Yes, it can be risky in the sense it will not cause any biological changes because it's going to be had for a small time, but it will give rise to a symptom. And every drug in homeopathy has a certain a time of action, we call it. So some drugs will be in your body for few hours, some will be for a few days, and some will be for few months. So it definitely is risky because you will suffer from that symptom for a long time. Yeah. So coming back to Gran, there are these bio combinations. So if she has certain tendencies, you can definitely look up the bio combinations and you will find remedies for those tendencies. But having said that, there is bio combination 1, which is very, very good for building up immunity. Second is bio combination number 28, which is a tonic in itself. So it can be had by your entire family so that you are healthy all through. Because she's a child, I would definitely ask you to give her alpha syrup. Alpha syrup is one beautiful syrup which helps in regulating the digestion of the child. Because you know how children are, someday they will drink water, someday they will have some fruits and vegetables, the other day they will say no, we don't want to have. So it's a lot of roller coaster that we are going through. So for your child, definitely give her bio combination 1, number 28, and give her alpha syrup. But for a detailed thing, for absolutely building up her immunity, please do consult your homeopath, whoever is nearby. Yes, Prachi, so sweet of you. Thank you. Is vitamin C for immunity better in natural form or the medicines? Okay, Prachi, I am so much into lifestyle management that I kind of insist everybody who comes to me, please have a lot of vitamin C, because I think vitamin C is one vitamin which is needed for complete functioning of your body. If you must have seen abroad or somewhere you go around, you will see that people have this lime juice kept on their tables, and everybody has some lime juice before they start eating. Yeah, hi Neelam, hi. I was just talking about vitamin C. So, what does vitamin C do? So, whenever you have vitamin C before your food, it helps secretion of digestive enzymes, which kind of help in your digestion. So, you see, vitamin C is one very vital element. Now, not only for the digestion, it is also helpful in building the collagen tissue of your body. So, if you have good collagen, you have firm skin, you have a beautiful glowing skin. It also helps in depigmenting so many patches. It gives you a glow on your skin. Not only that, it helps in hair strength also in having strong nails. So, vitamin C definitely is very important. Prachi, I always say, 2 नींबू 2 संतरे या 2 कीनू बिकॉज विटामिन सी के बहुत बारहमासी वाले फल हैं. लेमन इज देयर, संतरा है, मौसम्बी है, कीनू है. वैसे तो विटामिन सी इज अवेलेबल इन so many fruits. There are a lot of fruits. Kiwi is there is apple, pineapple है, पपाया है, बट स्टिल 2 संतरे 2 नींबू 2 कीनू. बट कभी कभी हमें ज़रूरत ज़्यादा होती है, जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ़ यू आर ट्रैवलिंग बाय फ्लाइट, so definitely एक jet lag का issue होता है, सब कुछ all these things. So at that time having a lot of vitamin C helps. Okay, so natural is very good, Prachi. Always go in for the natural solution, but at the same time when your body demands for more, you can take supplements. Yep. Yes, Shruti, doctor, would medication for immunity be different from preventive medication for corona? Okay, Shruti, we just finished this topic about why simply picking up medicine over the counter or from your forwards is risky. Having said that, everybody has a different allergic system. Now please understand this. If you want me to explain it again, I will do it again. See, Shruti, in homeopathy we believe that no two individuals are same. So even if you and your sister or your brother have a tendency to cough and cold, right? We will still, as homeopaths, try and ask you, okay, so how does this bout of cold start for you? So maybe for you, Shruti, you would start with nasal discharge, while for your sister or your brother it might start with a blocked nose or simply with some throat irritation. So both of you having cold, both of you having cough, but the starting point is different, so the medicine for both of you will be different. So having said that, we come to the conclusion that even the preventive during the corona would be different, because of course corona's primary affection site is the lung, so we have to fortify the lungs. So yes, there are certain medicines which are good for fortifying the lungs, but still the preventive medication for you would go through an immunity builder which will help you in first clearing or strengthening your nasal passage, your sinuses and your nasal passage. But for your brother or sister who has a sensitivity to throat, it will go through the strengthening of the throat. Yep. Hi Pragati, glad you joined. So Shruti, definitely preventive for immunity for corona is going to depend upon your personal tendency. Yes. So but yes, as I've said for Gran also, that there are bio combinations which are very, very helpful. So you can definitely take help of bio combinations. Give bio combination number 28, which is a tonic, which is a whole body tonic. So you can definitely have that 4 tablets. It's an adult dose, 4 tablets 3 times a day. But if you're having no symptom and you feel that you're fit and fine, you can have 4 tablets once a day. At the same time, if you have this tendency for cough, cold and coryza, so you can have bio combination 5. So bio combination 5 is very, very good to sort of strengthen the entire respiratory passage. Yeah, hi Chitra. Okay, so another thing that I want to talk to you when we talk about homeopathy is what constitutes cure. क्योंकि हम सब डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं तो हमारा सबसे पहला सवाल ये होता है, ये ठीक कब होगा, चाहे हमें जुकाम खांसी हो या स्किन का कुछ हो. Thanks, doctor will consult you for family as well. Yes, anytime, you're most welcome, Shruti. So, जब हम डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं, चाहे वो होम्योपैथ हो एलोपैथ हो, हमारा पहला सवाल होता है कि ये ठीक कब होगा. Of course, we all want that. But होम्योपैथी का ठीक होना is not a जादू का डंडा. It's not like you simply give medicine and lo and behold it's gone. For few acute cases, definitely we can do that. But if we are talking about something like asthma, bronchitis, or a long-standing eczema, we definitely need some time. But how much time? Because there are times when patients come to me and tell me, हमें तो 2 साल हो गए दवाई खाते हुए, कुछ नहीं हुआ. Yes, Gran, my pleasure, completely. I hope you do get those medicines. Please give it to your child and I would be glad to know the feedback. Yeah. So, in homeopathy, एक क्योर का मतलब होता है, उसके कुछ वी से ना पैरामीटर्स होते हैं, मापदंड होता है. So, for example, ease of explanation, let us take a case of an asthmatic. So, for example, there's a child who has asthma bout and he has a bout every 20 days and that bout kind of lasts for 5 days. And the whole time, kind of या तो वो रात भर खांस रहा है या दिन भर खांस रहा है, राइट. सो अगर ऐसा एक केस हमारे पास है तो हम इसका क्योर क्या समझेंगे. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि आपने शाम को ये दवाई दिया, सुबह ये दवाई दी, एंड देन दिस चाइल्ड इज फाइन एंड एवरीथिंग इज ऑल राइट एंड ही डजंट गेट अ बाउट इफ ही कंटिन्यूज द मेडिसिन. नो, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. इन होम्योपैथी यू हैव टू काइंड ऑफ पे अटेंशन टू 3 थिंग्स. सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट होम्योपैथी यू हैव टू सी कि जब नेक्स्ट बाउट आया, वॉज इट आफ्टर 20 days or was it after 25 days? Because the first thing that will happen is that the distance or the time in between 2 bouts will increase. That is, if first it was coming after 20 days, it will start after 25 days or 30 days or maybe just 22 days. Secondly, it will be that if it lasted for a duration of 5 days, next time you are going to see that it did not last for 5 days, it lasted for probably 3 days or 2 days, or anything about diet for immunity that can complement the medicine. Just give me a minute, let me just complete this, I'll come back to you. So so the duration of the bout will reduce, and at the same time what you have to also look for is, has the intensity of the cough reduced? Probably you were giving nebulizer or something twice a day, thrice a day, you will see that you don't need to give it. So you have to watch for these three things. One is the intensity, the other is the frequency, and the duration. Yeah. So coming to diet, Preeti kindly suggests dietary measures to boost immunity. Yes, it's the same question Gran has asked. So for both, when we are talking about dietary supplements, so in lifestyle is a very very big circle that we can actually embrace if we are looking at strengthening our immunity. So you need to definitely, hi Parul Garg. So first of all, we need to have a lot of water. Yes. Now, why water? Because, human body, I think, is a very beautiful symbiotic system where we are already kind of holding so many microbes in us. There are so many viruses and bacteria in us, and a lot of chemical reactions are always going. So we need to flush it out. So, of course, water is important. Omega-3 is important. Omega-3 is definitely important because every muscle, every layer in our body has some oil. Even our nerves have some oil. So if we want to keep up our agility in mind, if we want our bones, our muscles to remain soft and supple and flexible, definitely omega-3 is important. Vitamin C, I can never stress the importance of vitamin C enough. As we've already discussed, that vitamin C is one of the most vital components. And of course, even if you're a vegetarian or you are a non-vegetarian, please get your B12 checked, because these days, till the time you don't have your own farm, you are cultivating your own crops, you can never be sure of the nutrient value. So of course, having a lot of greens is important, and a rainbow colored plate is, I think, the best dietary supplement. But having said that, a blood test, not only after 40, I think after 30, it has become very, very important, so that if you feel that something is going haywire, you can always sort of include it. If, for example, if you feel that B12 is less, so you can, include those things in the diet. Yep. Duration and intensity decreases gradually and finally it goes. That's fantastic. Yes, that is actually the way it happens. So when patients come and ask me how long it will take, so I tell them 3-4 mahine khilao, because in 2 to 3 months you understand the difference, even if it is a skin issue or if it's a lung issue, whatever issue it is. So if it's something chronic which has existed for a long time, then definitely you can wait for 3-4 months. But if after 6 months or a year you feel that nothing is happening, then I think there is some gap in the case taking. There is some gap that is there in the case taking. Either some symptom has been missed, or some in the selection of the remedy there has been some some mismatch. Otherwise, medicines are medicines, remedies are remedies, and they all work. As I said, in homeopathy, the symptom of the person and the symptom which was proved during the drug proving of the medicine should match. Yes. So what are the natural sources of omega-3? The most important or the most commonly known is the walnut, flax seeds, and also if you can consume fish, that is also one wonderful source of omega-3. Yeah. Okay. Great. Thanks, Preeti. Glad you liked it. Yeah. So moving forward in our sort of knowing more about homeopathy, I think we can also, in these days of coronavirus, we have all gone through this massive lockdown, and this lockdown has sort of increased till the end of this month. I'm sure we all, even if some छोटे छोटे छूट दे रखी है 7 to 7, and I can see even odd days the shops are opening, and some people have started trickling out. The maids have been allowed to come in our condos, but still it is a very stressful time for all of us. So regardless of whatever medicines or whatever immunity builders we are having, I think there are certain changes in the lifestyle that we definitely need to adhere to, because right now all our routines have gone for a toss. We've been used to a certain lifestyle, we've been used to a certain routine in our life, and now everything seems to be disrupted. And this disruption, I think, has been carrying on for the past 1.5 months, and I think voluntarily also we would want this to, we are taking care not to expose ourselves too much or allow people to enter our houses. So there are very small measures that I would want to share with you, because I feel that if we take care of our lifestyle, we take care of our emotional connect or our content, then definitely we are somewhere stalling the rise of disease in us, or forming of a disease in us, or probably a symptom. So the first and foremost is, please harness gratitude. रोज सवेरे उठ के 2 मिनट के लिए सही थोड़ा सा ग्रैटिट्यूड ज़रूर रखिए. थिंक अबाउट दैट यू हैव अ वार्म बेड, think about the house that you have, think about your children, your family, your parents, they are all safe. Thank the universe for that, or if you believe in God, whichever God, you can definitely sort of pay gratitude, because I think gratitude is one of the fundamental, it's a basis of being human being or a good individual. Yes, Sonia, yes, I'm with you. Still we are very nervous to step out. Yes, there are times when I go to my clinic, because patients do come, and I know when they come they are very, very nervous. It's like there's a bottle of they will keep on sanitizing their hands, there is a mask and everything, and I can see that anxiety. And yes, I have some patients who are taking medicine for their anxiety from me, because they're unable to sleep, they don't know. And there are a lot of reasons for anxiety, Sonia. It's for each to each his own. Yeah. So the first thing that I would definitely want you all to do is do this gratitude exercise in the morning, or if you feel that mornings are too stressful for you or you're very busy, you can do that anytime. Gratitude, expressing gratitude, I think is 24/7, the time is open. The second is, definitely I would want you all to have some me time, because I know without the maids and with so much responsibility with your professional life, personal life, social life, suddenly you feel you are pulled in so many directions. So have some me time for yourself. Take out time for yourself. It can simply be sitting and having a cup of tea, listening to some music. And yes, instrumental music, especially flute music, is something that I have always promoted. It really helps soothe your nerves and calm you down also. Definitely include some form of exercise, because that is one sure short way of increasing your happy hormone. And I'm not actually saying start running, climb up the stairs, or have a full-fledged Zumba class in your house. If you can, and if you so desire, and if you are used to exercising and you can manage it, wonderful. But if you can't, do some spot jogging, do some yoga exercise, whatever. If nothing comes to your mind, you can simply do pranayam. Gunjan, hi. What is the credibility of arsenic 30 and camphor 1M for building immunity for adults as well as kids? Gunjan, we started our live by talking about that, but quickly to just tell you the gist of, although I would still request you to after this video ends, go back and you can hear it from the start. In the first 10 minutes you'll find your answer. But to tell you, homeopathy believes in the principle that like cures like. That is, a medicine or a remedy which has the power to cure a particular set of symptoms in a sick individual also has the power to generate the same set of symptoms in a healthy individual. So just imagine, I would say, everything is on Google, so you can simply type Borike, BOERICKE, Boric, because we all follow that book. It has a lot of symptoms, so you can simply ask for arsenic arsenic album, and also read up camphora. What are the symptoms that these drugs kind of cure? And also keep it at the back of your mind that these symptoms which they are saying that they will cure, they can also generate it in a healthy individual. And I think you are the best judge then. Do you want to give that? Because arsenic also gives you restlessness in the mind. Camphora creates delirious symptoms of delirium, and as if there is no life in the body. So definitely you should read them up and understand that if you think that you should be consuming or you should be giving it to your family or friends, to anybody who doesn't have that symptom, I think you are putting them at a risk of having a full-blown medicinal drug proving as we call in homeopathy. So this is your answer for now, but then you can definitely go back and in the beginning of the video you will find the answer. Hi Jaya, thank you so much for coming. Yes, Sonia, exercise, we were talking there, and yes, it is true, because I think that is one very short formula for secreting the happy hormone. And I'm sure in these stressful times we sometimes get a dip in our energy levels. So exercise is one good thing, and another thing is we definitely should stick to our routine. So of course you're going to tell me that आजकल कोई routine बचा ही नहीं है, because the routine that was being followed for so many years or for so many months has been broken. Absolutely true, but still in this kind of a vague place you must sort of formulate your routine so that you are able to stick to it. And the last thing that I want to say is, please be easy on yourself, because we are human beings. At the end of the day, we have our own likes, dislikes, and strong points and weak points. Don't think that you need to do everything, you need to fulfill everything. So it's okay, be easy on yourself, and I'm sure ये समय भी बड़े प्यार से हंसते खेलते निकल जाएगा. I hope this session has been fruitful for you, and your answer about giving camphora or arsenic and how to take homeopathy as it is. Should we take it by asking on the Facebook, or should we take it because we've got a forward? I think I've answered it. Still, to reiterate, please visit a homeopath or call up a homeopath, take advice. The best thing is to visit your physician rather than treating homeopathy as over the counter. Yeah. Have a great day ahead. Bye-bye.